They say the future of South Africa is in the hands of young people, and I agree with that sentiment. Hey guys, welcome to Daily Updates. Now let's watch the two videos of Julius Malema and Nhlanhla Lux and what they advocate for. Starting with Julius Malema.
Foreigners, they are illegal. What type of Black Lives Matter? It matters when it's far. When it's close to you, Black life does not matter. The Black life matters everywhere. Whether Mutu is illegal or not illegal, as long as this person is black, is my brother, is my sister, is a black person, I will defend that black person. Why are we being like this? That we support blacks very far from us, but blacks who are close to us, yeah, we hit them, we kill them. Le illegal immigrants, le blame Zimbabwe, le blame Mozambique, le blame Lesotho for ANC problems. You are scared of ANC, you are scared of whites who stole the land. You are targeting, easy target, our own brothers.
That's Julius, and this is what Nhlanhla Lux advocates for.
One command. There's one command. But South Africans are tired. And this war against foreigners is not a war against black foreigners. Even China and foreign. We have a long list of what foreigner is. And today, I know that TV about the media, but the foreigners are only Africans.
Now, as you can see, as you can hear on the videos, Julius Malema is pro-Africa as a whole. It doesn't matter whether people are illegal or what. He's saying that we need to share. We cannot chase them away. When there are jobs, I remember he's saying that when there are jobs in South Africa, we can't say there has to be only jobs for South Africans and other nationalities, other countries, people from other countries don't get the jobs in South Africa. He said they should get part of the jobs. Like in the restaurants, when you hire South Africans, hire them, but also there should be a balance. You cannot just hire South African and say we don't want other Africans. You should also hire them, but the percentage should be in a way that the South Africans should be higher than the others. So on the other hand, Nhlanhla Lux says that we are not only saying black people from outside South Africa are the foreigners. It also includes Chinese, Indians, and other white people who are from other countries out of South Africa. So he's basically advocating for South Africans to get a bigger share of the economy, a bigger share of the employment, instead of looking at hiring the foreigners, especially when you look at the truck industry, you look at the restaurant industry, and all these other industries that are hiring foreigners according to how they look at. They're saying that it is unjust to hire most of the foreigners and not hire South Africans. We should look at hiring South Africans first before we even decide on hiring others. Now, the comparison that I would like to make is firstly looking at the social media. This is Instagram. Nhlanhla Lux, he's not new to Instagram. He's been there for some time. It's just that he gained prominence from last year. He has 32,000 followers. Julius Malema has 500,000 followers. On Twitter, he has 52,000 followers. And Julius Malema has 3,600,000. That's a huge number. Now, Nhlanhla Lux is the 35 years old from Soweto. He is the president of Soweto Parliament. He came into prominence last year during the July unrest when together with his team, they decided to protect Maponya Mall, and they were successful in doing that. The media gave him coverage, and then from there he took a stand to speak. And most young people, they listened to Nhlanhla Lux speaking. They started liking him because most of them are sitting back at home. They're not working. They have these degrees, diplomas, certificates, but they are not getting jobs. ANC is not providing opportunities for young people. And then when you go to private companies, most of the private companies, they are hiring foreigners and giving them less money. So they are looking at the fact that this thing of hiring foreigners, they are saying we need to challenge it. We don't need you guys to start hiring foreigners. In fact, you must only hire South Africans. We need opportunities for South Africans. We don't want you to start giving foreigners these opportunities. We saw last week, if not the other week, in Alexander, foreigners and South Africans were going head to head. South Africans were chasing away street vendors, saying that you guys are taking all our opportunities. You must move from here so that we can be the ones who can take advantage of the opportunities that arises from Alexander. If you go to Soweto, most of the foreigners from Somalia who are running these plaza shops, it's not a lot of them. There are not many there as compared to townships like Tembisa, Diepsloot, and other places where it's a lot of them. Every corner you go, you find Somalians selling. Now, they are looking to go from house to house, corner to corner, to say that if you are illegal and if you are operating at this place, you need to stop operating. These are the opportunities that we need for South Africans. And then not only challenging the street vendors, they are only looking to challenge big companies who are not hiring South Africans. That's what the Operation Dudula, which Nhlanhla Lux is leading, is advocating for. And Nhlanhla Lux has an aviation company, according to the sources. He has an aviation company, which indicates that the man is not fighting for this, while he's also a poor guy looking to get an opportunity up there. He's already there, and he's looking to get the people who are on the ground to also enjoy the fruits of this country, of this economy. That's what he's fighting for. Now, on the other hand, we know what Julius Malema has been through. He's been in the ANC. He's actually been the most charismatic ANC Youth League leader. We have seen them come, we have seen them go, but Julius Malema stood in our mind. He's still stuck in our mind as that guy who chased away a journalist, who was swearing at that journalist, telling them to go, and then he stuck at the mind of everyone to say, wait a minute, this is an unshaken leader. We remember what happened when Thabo Mbeki was taken out of his position. We remember what happened, and unfortunately, ANC decided to do something they shouldn't have done. They suspended the guy, and Julius Malema went and formed their biggest nightmare, the Economic Freedom Fighters. After forming that, he went against ANC. He's actually by 2024 going to be contesting in his third national elections. Many said he's not going to survive, but he did, and he's still here. He's the guy who changed how people look at Parliament. Not many people watched Parliament proceedings until EFF came, because of how charismatic Julius Malema is and what he is leading. And in no doubt, we can't take that away from him. He is one of those leaders that if everything goes accordingly, he could be the leader of South Africa. But now the issue that comes is the issue of illegal foreigners. Now, South Africans are angry. ANC is not doing any justice to South Africans. And when they don't do any justice, South Africans feel betrayed. And when they feel betrayed, they take out that anger on the fact that now you are giving these opportunities to foreigners. Now you are doing this and that. And that's when Nhlanhla Lux takes the opportunity to say there is a need for a new leader to push for South Africans, the rights of South Africans, the equal opportunities for those South Africans. Now, when he comes in, it shakes that balance of the EFF being the only young party that is advocating for young people to open up and change. Nhlanhla Lux comes and say, wait a minute, we respect Julius Malema and his party and what their movement is for, but we don't agree with what they're doing. We don't agree with, open borders. We don't agree with open borders in South Africa. We don't agree with the fact that foreigners are getting these jobs while our fellow brothers and sisters are staying at home and not working. And then that's when most of the young people from social media started following Nhlanhla Lux. He hasn't proven himself, but looking at how it's going and how the open space ANC is creating, much will be looked at and a lot will come out of this guy. Because once the people feel like they are not being looked at, they start following someone who's speaking the same language as them. Nhlanhla Lux is nowhere in the league of Julius Malema. He's far from that. But the void, the space that EFF is opening up by saying we advocate for one Africa for all, while most of these guys are angry, is being taken, that space is being taken by Nhlanhla Lux, who's saying, I am against what EFF is saying. And that on its own, it shapes up what the future holds for the leadership of South Africa. Now, ANC as a whole is not even doing anything about the fact that the Operation Dudula movement, whatever it's doing, they are not going there to speak against it, to say whatever they can say, to say that, guys, this is how this is not how you do things. Sit down and engage. Don't go from door to door saying that you are raiding the houses of the suspected drug dealers. Don't do that. Yeah, ANC is not saying any of those things. Even if it's a different option, even if it's a different approach, they're not coming up with anything. Now, the young people, when that happens, when ANC doesn't do anything, they see that, well, it means Nhlanhla Lux is pointing at the right directions. And many are criticizing EFF, while also there are many EFF young people who are saying it's not going to last. Whatever the Operation Dudula movement is doing is not going to last. But the bigger fact we can take out of this is that the leadership for the future of South Africa, it looks bright. It looks very bright because the older guys are soon going out, and we are going to have these young leaders who are going to be leading these movements, and the economy, the country as a whole, will be led by them. Now, it remains to be seen who becomes the leader of this new South Africa that we are heading into. And the main fact is that the young people are the main decider in this contestation. It remains to be seen whether they are going to be sticking with Julius Malema or they are going to be looking for a different opinion, such as people like Nhlanhla Lux. And I noticed the fact that Julius Malema is not looking to put his name together with Nhlanhla Lux, because by doing that, by speaking about him, by speaking directly using his name, he's going to be promoting him. And he's avoiding doing that because you do not want to give him that shine. The more he speaks about him, that's when the media will cover the man more and he gets that more attention. But with that all said, we look to see how they go. And today, before I even forget, today, Wednesday, EFF is at the Dobsonville police station helping Mr. Victor Ramirafe open a case against the Dudula movement. They actually raided his place looking for drugs, and he's opening case against them. And then the EFF issued this statement to say that the EFF will accompany Tate Victor Ramirafe, who will open a case against Nhlanhla Lux for breaking and entering into his home, as well as intimidation and assault. The case will be opened under the following details: Dobsonville Police Station, Gauteng, 11 a.m. Well, Nhlanhla Lux countered and said, let us all meet at Dobsonville Police Station tomorrow, 23 March at 9 a.m. before the 11 a.m. of EFF. to hug EFF members for supporting drug dealers in our black communities. Julius Malema supports and loves foreigners over South Africans. Now he is supporting drug dealers over black communities. This shows that Nhlanhla Lux has seen an opportunity to put his name and get those followers who believe that injustice has been happening to black South Africans. It remains to be seen what the achievement will be. Guys, thank you for watching the channel, for watching until this time, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Cheers.